Pulling on this bellows. This bellows is over 200 years old. It came out of a blacksmith shop in Monticello, Minnesota. The wood is original. Every 7 to 10 years you have to displace to other packages. But the wood's original. As long as we're pulling positive air out. Going onto the fire. Resting fire is about 500 degrees. We can get this fire up to 3,000 degrees if we work hard enough at it. We don't want to have to do that. We only need it about 15 to 1,800 degrees. All right.
Good job. Nice job. Great.
Charcoal for the fire. This time period, that's what we use. Coal has not been used for blacksmithing yet. That wasn't until 1870. So I got partially burned wood. We want to get the metal that bright orange, like the center of the fire. So I don't care how hot this fire is. I just care that it works right to get my metal heated up enough. That's just making some noise. So that bright orange color is when the metal moves the best. We are using steel. They would have used iron. We are very fortunate that we can go to a steel supply and buy close to the size that we want to use. They didn't have that luxury.
Well, she doesn't want to tell you, this sword is for sale. It is college work. $1, it can be yours. Sure, he has more at the counter.
And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to the envelope and take off the edges. Are you making another one? All right. So I am lucky. I got anywhere from 1/8 inch up around the square. I can get pretty much what I want. If I'm starting with iron, I'm starting with a heating. It could be a 12-inch block. It could be a 3-foot block. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm starting with. It doesn't matter if I'm making a sewing needle or a hammer or a plowshare. That's what I'm starting with. So a big part of what we do is prep. You have to figure out how much metal you need and get it off that big chunk before you can work it. I'm not ready. It's not hot enough. Today I get to pick pretty close what I want. I cut small sections. The biggest things that we made, besides nails, horseshoes, the blacksmith was the hardware store. Anything you can think of metal, we made. We made the tools for the dentist, the doctors, hammers, the carpenters. We know how they work. Right around the turn of the 1900, there's a picture of a smith with a sign.
I think that was the original
He
intent.
pulled biceps. Because we made the tools, we knew how to use them. So now I'm going to use the edge of the anvil. Ooh, I almost messed up. This edge is there's my pigtail. So I'm going to turn it around and start the fourth side. I cheated a little bit. I already prepped my metal and I have it split in half for little ways to make it for my hand. So it's already split. Because you come it out and then cut it, won't fit in half or no. So I've got it split. I'm going to heat this up and I'm going to come to the anvil and I'm going to use that tool that I just put in the hole on the top of the anvil. That's called a hardy hole. The two holes on the top of the anvil, one called a hardy, the other called a perch hole. The hardy hole, we have all sorts of tools for making sandy bars and pullers. This is all called hardy. It's going to help me. I can cut the metal, not cut the metal on it, but I can also, how I'm going to use it is to open up the metal into a T so that I can use it from. So this is the first heat. It's going to take a little more time to heat this up. When I'm using the anvil, I am working the metal on the top side here. On the bottom. So we're working two sides at once. I turn it a quarter and I work the other side. When I come in, I'm probably going to work 2 to 4 hits on the metal, and let my hammer slap on the anvil. Couple things. It sounds good. It's good rhythm. But the biggest thing is it keeps momentum going. I am turning the metal when I'm letting that hammer bounce. If I stop the hammer every time I turn the metal, by the end of the day, I will not be able to lift my arm. So it's just keeping the momentum going. That fire is dancing a little bit. That's bark that's in there. So I've already got it split, so I'm going to use this to just help me open it up. Now we don't touch the top part because that's hot. So there's my tea. I'm going to heat it up again. Each time I'm going to heat up and draw some paper. So I have 3 heats in order to do the 4th. So we have 4 heats left. So the last thing I'll do is the 4th. One of the first things you learn as an apprentice, an apprenticeship is 7 years, and the first thing you learn for the first 6 months to a year is fire control. I am not putting my fire out. I'm using water to bring my fire to control. I need a hot central fire. I do not need it to spread out all the way to the edges because I only need this much heated up right now. So bring it back in. If I can't get a fire to work, I can't work. If I am not careful. As my metal gets thinner, I run the risk. It heats up faster, I run the risk of burning it up. You can actually burn metal. That's a skill. It looks really cool because it looks like those sparklers on the 4th of July. But you just burn it up, you have to cut it off and start over. So I want that bright orange, like the center of the fire. If I get to yellow, that's almost fluid, and that's the forging temperature, or the forge welding temperature. I don't need it that hot. I don't want to. Almost there. If you're going to forge weld in a charcoal fire, you need to do it first thing in the morning with a fresh fire, because there's so much spent ash that it just. Sorry. I just got a sparking. Okay. Yeah, that was fun. Because she did a demo one day and made it the way she wanted to make it without thinking about I'd already made this right-handed twist. She's a lefty. She's automatic. So they don't match. So it's a lone fork. So this last heat, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to shape the fork. I'm going to come to the horn and tap it around to make the fire. This is going to heat up quick, hopefully.
Well, it's not because it's not trying.
I got to pull with the left arm so that, I balance. Got a lot of sparks. Getting burned, occupational hazard. But usually not too bad. Except for the bark that keeps popping out of here, that's what I'm going to get burned by. Because it literally will fly out of the fire on its own. If I didn't have any bark in the wood, I wouldn't get that popping and clicking in the fire.
fall off.
Now I gotta finesse it a little bit, make it pretty and balanced.
That's wonderful. Bravo.
Final step is that I turn it around and I'm going to twist it. The twist does absolutely nothing. It doesn't make the metal stronger. It doesn't make the metal weaker. There are functions to the twist. If I'm making a screw, I'm going to keep twisting until it breaks, or I have enough threads. Because basically each rotation around gives me 4 lines. So how many lines do I want in that screw? My hair pick, I put twist in so it grabs my hair. But for the most part, it's just a screw. I am going to take it out of the fire. I'm going to do a close pipe, or the light bulb pipe. I can put something in the light, it's not going to hurt. The light itself absorbs the shock of the hit, so I can wail on it. I'm going to use that and my fancy wrench, and we're going to turn it. I'm going to turn it one full time around so I have 4 lines, so that matches the spoon and the knife that I already made. So by the end of the day, I'll have a full set of flatware and a score. So the next demo will be a score. Oh, nope, not yet. Oh no, I got a cold spot. Okay. A cold spot in your fire is because of rocks. They get picked up when they make the charcoal, they get picked up off the ground, and it steals all the heat from the fire. Literally, you don't know you have a rock in there until you try to put your metal out and it's cold. You've got a nice pretty heat, and in the center of that, it's a black spot. Twisting is probably the easiest thing we do, unless we can't get into it will twist around that, but it won't twist where it's not heated. After I twist, I'm going to wax my fork, beeswax, and I'm going to douse it in water. I don't need this to be high carbon, really hard. I want it to be able to reuse, I want it to be able to drop, not break. So I'm going to cool it in water. If I wanted to add more carbon back into it, I could cool it. I could put salt in the water to cool it down. I could leave it on the back of the forge and let it air cool. I could bury it in the dirt. I can put it in lye, or I can use what most people know because a fortune fire is oil. I don't need to worry about with this. I'm just going to cool it in water. All right, so now I've got a good heat. That easy, as long as you got a good.
Superwoman. Then metal with your bare hands.
All this stuff coming out of the metal, it's the impurities in the metal that come out when you heat it. You just brush it off. I know, it's me. I was like, so this doesn't look that hot anymore. I'll find out how hot it is. Okay, it's not hot enough to burst in the flame, but it is burning the wax off. So I need to just cool it down a little bit. I want this hot enough to melt the wax, but not too hot. The old it will prohibit it. It will re-wick. It's similar to seasoning casting. My rag that I'm using is pretty saturated with wax already. So then it's just going to take a second.
There's still a small boy in. Man, he's outside.
There's a
All right.